Hello students, Mr. John here. How about that Roanoke mystery? Who knows what happened? We still don't know. But anyways, in the lesson, the word on the street in Europe is that there is great potential for wealth creation in the Americas. England wants to get in on that action. By 1584, Queen Elizabeth sends Sir Walter Raleigh to start a colony. Raleigh scouts find a swell spot called Roanoke Island, located off the coast of modern-day North Carolina. Now, Raleigh tried twice to colonize the island. The first group arrived in 1585. With them, artist John White recorded the surroundings with drawings and produced valuable information. They had a rough winter, though, and ended up sailing back to England. Raleigh tried to colonize Roanoke again in 1587. This time the group contained 91 men, 17 women, and 9 children. John White personally led this expedition, the artist from the previous expedition, and this expedition included John White's pregnant daughter. His daughter gave birth to Virginia Dare in the New World, making her the first English person born in the colonies. Virginia Dare, the first one born. John White left 9 days after the birth of his granddaughter, Virginia, to get supplies from England. He planned on returning in a few months, but thanks to a war with Spain, have you ever heard of the Spanish Armada? Probably last year. He did not return to Roanoke for 3 years. When he returned, nothing remained of the colony. The only clue, as described in that video we watched on the previous page, was the word Croatoan carved into a tree. Ooh. Pretty weird. The whole thing's pretty weird. So that scary business of a whole group of settlers mysteriously disappearing forever scared people a little bit from starting colonies in the New World. But by 1606, requests for charters started coming into the now King James I. The first such company to receive a charter from the king was the Virginia Company. The Virginia Company of London was a joint stock company hoping to cash in on some swell goods such as gold, fish, and furs. The company sent 144 settlers to the New World in December of 1606. They settled in Virginia in a town appropriately called Jamestown. If any of you settle Mars any day, or the moon, I expect to see Youngstown, Yundopolis, or maybe Yundville. That sounds good. Anyways, instead of finding riches in Jamestown, they found severe winters and hard times. No fun. Captain John Smith led the survival efforts, getting help from the local Powhatan Indians. Things got really tough that second winter when Smith went back to England and the Powhatans decided to stop helping the colonists. They called this winter of 1609 to 1610 the starving time, which is coincidentally what I call the time between breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner, or really any time I'm not eating. Despite these hardships, the Jamestown colony managed to survive and even began to thrive. They made big money on their special tobacco from the West Indies. The company sent some more women over, and magically marriages and babies happened. The Virginia Company started giving head rights, which is one of your vocab words. Really, all the highlighted words are vocab words, so I'm glad you know those already. They started giving out those head rights, which helped the colony to thrive. In 1619, Jamestown created the first colonial legislature called the House of Burgesses. Too bad for the Virginia Company. They weren't actually making any money on this whole Virginia colony. And in 1624, King James took control of the Virginia colony, making it a royal colony. Oh, there's Yundopolis. Okay, your assignment today, easy peasy. Move that over. Your question is, what do you think happened to the Roanoke settlers? So what do you think? We watched that video in the beginning, threw some ideas out there. This is your opportunity to write me a paragraph, which is 4 sentences or more, on what you think happened to the Roanoke colony. 4 points for your answer, 1 point for spelling and grammar. Here's that video again if you'd like to rewatch it. That's it for today. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.